Okay, hello. Looks like we are connected. Let's see if we can share this. Or maybe I can just go here. And then I'll go and say drawing live here. Come on, man, you're bending my paper.
See? Mine got bent too.
Does that work? Yes. Okay. All right, here we are. You're here too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to scoot over a little bit for you, just for this part. But then, once we go to the picture, then you're going to probably have to scoot over.
Good.
So, we are doing this awesome picture of my cat. I took this photo of my cat. He is a funny dude, and he gets into these crazy positions. So hopefully you've got that image up on your screen, and you can see the photo we're going to be working from. It's a kind of a funny pose, so I think it'll be a fun thing to draw. Zora's is with me today, right? You're going to join this time. So that's always fun too. We're ready to go. Let me see if there's a way for me to see comments. Oh, here, this is where they would be. So great, we are good to go.
Who's watching?
So far, nobody's joined us yet, but we're 2 minutes in, and we've got this big drawing to do. So, like I said, hopefully you've got the image up. I would encourage you to also get some music that you get inspired by. Put that on. Realize that for the next hour we're just going to be drawing, we're just going to be making something, and then when you make something you are helping to heal the world a little bit and helping to heal yourself a little bit, and I think that we could use a little bit of all of that today. So with that in mind, let's get the arm over, and then I don't know what's going on with my phone. For whatever reason, I can no longer do the Facebook Live events from my phone, which is kind of a bummer. So can you scooch over now? There we go. You got your arm in my picture, but you know what? I'm just gonna let it ride. Can you actually scoot over then? Okay.
You could just
awesome.
see the little corner.
Okay, so here we go. Let me bring up my image. So what do you think, Z? What are we going to start with in order to draw this guy?
Is that part? Oops.
His body?
Yeah.
I agree. So you can see on the side, it's like a parenthesis. Here, let's move him way over here on this side. It's kind of like a big parenthesis. And then on this side, it's a little more straight. Kind of goes like that.
Oh, mine's way too big.
And then I'll just finish it off like this.
Could you try to scoot the picture over so we could see the live video?
You can see it right here.
You know, like not see your other hand.
Why do you need to see my hand?
So I could see the other part of the page.
I don't understand what you're missing.
There we go.
It was there the whole time. Okay, so
It looks like a peanut.
the thing that's really interesting about this is that our cat is foreshortened because he's got his legs towards us, so his legs look way bigger than his body. In fact, I would say that his leg is almost the same length as his body. So you can see he's got this kind of like this knee that comes in like this. It's not that good. Let's go like that. A little bit like that. Let me get an eraser. Okay. Okay, so there's his belly, kind of flinging out there, and then here's the leg coming in there, and then you can see he's got this another piece that comes down like this. This is his paw, and there's like his heel, and then this just kind of comes in like this.
Daddy?
Yeah.
What's audio 33.9 kbps?
It's
24.9.
That's just how much how much space our audio is taking when we are sending it. You know, everything has
Could I
size.
say something sort of loudly?
It's not about how loud it is. It's about the amount of information that's being sent. Yeah, don't concern yourself with that, buddy. Okay, so did you get the back leg? The one?
No, I didn't. I thought you were racing still.
No. Come on.
That thingy. The back leg.
Okay. So where's his paw? All right. I think maybe you need to be a little more careful with what you're doing. Okay. This other leg just sort of comes out at you straight. So you got where the legs meet. And then this leg just kind of comes down and out here.
Daddy.
Huh.
Look, mine looks like a peanut person. See their 2 legs?
Yeah. Keep going. And then you see sort of the end of his leg like this. Here's like his heel. Okay, obviously everything is simplified right now. We'll make it more the way it's supposed to be. But as a start, this is not too bad. You start with the major shapes, and then you go back and you divide those major shapes up into even smaller shapes. Okay, something like that. He's got his tail. You can see it comes off right here, and it just comes off to the side like this. Don't really need this line here. And I can erase that there. All right. Are you looking at the photo, or are you just watching me?
I'm looking at both.
Okay. Because if you just watch me, it might get a little confusing. You want to really look at what it is that we're drawing too. So here, I can see there's like the shoulder, and then we have the neck, and then the head.
Why is the neck so... Oh, there we go.
The head kind of fits in here like this. It slants down. And then there's the side of the body. And then the tail comes in.
Oh, light's really bright.
In the head, you've got this flat area here. And then you can see it kind of slants down toward the snout. And then out comes the snout like that. This actually looks pretty good. And then just like that. You can see you got one ear that comes out like this, like a triangle. And then the other one is right in here. You have that parenthesis. This is the back of the ear. And then this is the front of the ear right in here. eye. Ooh, let's get that angle right. It's real flat. It's almost like coming up from the left, the lower left to the upper right, like that. And then it's going to be like a little wedge in here. Kind of like that.
He looks like he's going to a dance party.
A dance party, huh?
Yeah, look at his legs.
Let's show yours.
Wait, but actually raise that line.
So remember, this is there's the top part of the leg here, and then there's the bottom part of the leg. There's like a heel right here. You know what I mean? It's looking pretty good, Z. Let's get rid of some of these extra lines. This is the... What kind of drawing is this that we're doing when we just do the outline, Z? What's that called? Remember?
The outlines?
Contour drawing.
Contour.
You can see he's got a little paw that comes out over here.
Watching?
Huh?
Who's watching?
One person is watching. But we are happy for that one person. And we are not too worried about that. We're mostly just worried about making a cool drawing. So you can see there's his paw. Let's just make this a little more the way we want it to be. So this is going to come down like this, and then there's another
Why are you drawing so
layer.
many lines? You told me not to.
I'm dividing it up
Yeah,
into the sections that I see.
No, but why are you drawing so many lines on your line?
Oh, I see. I'm getting a little sketchy with my lines, maybe? Is that what you mean? Yeah, you're right. I do want to do this in as few lines as I can, so when I make these extra sketch lines, you're right, I'm making it a little bit messier. So I want to avoid doing that. You really want to do it in as few lines as you can. So you're right, Z.
Thanks.
We got the fur coming out here. That looks pretty good. I can see there's like a shadow that happens on this side of the leg. That gives it some dimension. These two legs just kind of blend into each other a little bit. Yeah, well, I can start to see these like sort of lines, contour lines that go across the body that sort of show me where different body parts are, where their shoulders start. I don't know, I just see these lines going across that body there. So now I'm going to start to do some details. So again, I can see this is dark on this side. And it sort of comes down, and then we've got that pad, which is almost like a triangle with rounded corners. And then I can see this shape is a little bit off. It kind of comes to more of a point. A little more like that. And then I can see there's one partial toe. Looks kind of like a comma. And then the next one is kind of up here. And it's very narrow, like that. And then we've got another one right up here. You'll see a little more of it. And then this one. That's the one you can see the most of. And then I can already see that I need to make more toe.
More toe?
Yeah, well I can see that.
I do too. I have a big foot. I mean a small foot.
So you make the changes that you need to make. But that's kind of what I'm seeing. This is, it comes out a little further maybe. Always adjusting things as I go. So this is really dark in here. Not really dark, but pretty dark. Okay. A little bit of a shadow there. I can see some white fur that kind of goes up into that orange fur there, and same thing back here. And so then I can kind of fill in. And then I got darker stripes. These are kind of like frowny mouths. You started school today, huh, Z?
Mhm.
Yeah? And how'd it go?
Weird.
Weird.
But the homework was boring.
Yeah, well, homework is not always going to be super fun, that's for sure. So it's kind of darker where the two legs meet, and then it lightens up as you move over towards the left. You can see like the front of the legs here are practically white. What's up, buddy?
Nothing.
You know, if this was easy, everybody would do it, huh?
Mhm.
I think my angles are a little off on some of this, but we're just going to ride with it. Alright, let's not get too far there. So on the inside of this leg, it's going to be white. And I just kind of want to get my hairs going in the right directions.
Daddy.
Yeah, buddy.
My stomach hurts.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Can we finish this later?
You can finish it later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Here, I'm just going to show everybody what you're working on. You've got a pretty good start here. Your legs are a little bit out of proportion, but otherwise it's looking pretty good, buddy. Okay, so it's just me on my own. That's too bad. but we're, you know, a third of the way through, and we've got a pretty nice drawing happening. So we will just continue. Okay, so this is dark here. I really need to start to get this leg going. Okay. It's got a couple of little stripes on the inside here. And then his heel here is a little bit light, and then as it comes over here, it gets a little darker. A little bit of a shadow going there. And then it's just going to kind of, the spot kind of stops right around there. This shadow is going to lightly come down. This gets a little bigger here. Yeah, man. Crazy world we live in, folks. It's just too much madness to keep up on it all. I had to stop watching news, guys. I couldn't do it anymore. It's just getting to me. But making art, this is when I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I do really believe that it is a healing activity. You know, anytime you're making something beautiful, or, you know, trying to figure something out, whatever it is that you are pursuing in a creative way, just the fact that you're making something instead of destroying something, it's got to be a good thing. Okay, let's do this guy's toes here. So we got one. They do kind of look like jelly beans. There's the second one. Now this third one is kind of squished. It looks like a triangle, kind of like that. And then we got one more right here. And then these are individual toes. Let's not forget that main pad right here. So cute. Oh, I kind of almost forgot that we need to add some shadow down here. little bit of a shadow coming down this side here. These are definitely darker than the fur that surrounds it, so I can make these pads darker, especially on that right side. Okay, let's do a nice big shadow underneath this leg here. Because everything is darker than the legs. Shadow goes all the ways down here. I think I gotta bring this edge out just a little bit here. And then shadow on this side. A little darker up here. One more stripe in there. Goes out a little further, I think. Let's erase. Alright. Kind of dark along the top here until about here, and then you start to see some stripes. Again, they kind of curve. Just sort of trying to copy it the way I see it. They're kind of bigger on the top and then getting smaller as you go down. This gets a little bigger as it gets down into here, and then it gets a little smaller again. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just kind of lost where I was for a second there, but now I found it again. These rings get a little smaller as they go out towards the end of the tail, a little closer together. Kind of like that. Okay. A little bit of a shadow between here and here. And then this is the floor. And then a nice little shadow right along the bottom edge here. Just sort of drawing the shadows as I see them on the floor. I don't know if I'm going to do much of the floor itself. There probably won't be too much time. After all, we're about halfway through here. The shadow's always darkest towards the object that is actually casting the shadow. And then the shadow gets less and less dark as it moves away from the thing that's casting the shadow. Alright, it's looking pretty good. I think that I made this part too long. I think I did. Let's see. This is going to come like this. This is where the... Yeah, let's... This got too big, too tall. I hate to have to do this, but we have the time, so I need to get this back in order. So here's like our tail, and then you can see right here is where the paw kind of comes out like this, which means this is going to come up like this, and the head is going to come out here. That's what happens on that side. So here on this side, this comes up like this. Let's see, let's okay. Hold on, hold everything. Let's get a look here. So this is not quite right either. So this comes like this, and then there's this part comes up here that's like his neck, and then it comes out like this. That's a little better, don't you think? This is going to go like that. Back of the head, back of the neck, shoulder, and then this part, and then this part. More like this. That's kind of how I see it now. Let's get that little wedge in there for the eye. Here's his little nose. Oh, Stevie. What a cute cat, huh? Love this guy. He's a little bit rough, I gotta be honest. He loves to play, which is great, except for he will scratch the hell out of you. And that part's not so fun. Okay, this is not so bad. Here's his paw. Okay, let's fill in a little bit. So, I know this is white. The white is going to come all the way up there. This is light. And then all this is dark. Okay, here's a nice stripe. And then I got another one right here. This is where it starts to get dark. And then another one. And then another one. So that's pretty much that. I just need to make the lights kind of orangey for in between. And then this starts to get darker. And then it's going to be really dark in here. I know there's this really dark strip in here. You got another one here. And here. And here. So now that's looking pretty good. Okay, he's got this stripe right in here, and then in here, and then this is kind of dark in here. Got a big dark strip that meets up with his ear. Dark inside here. And then dark over here. It's kind of light inside the ear for the most part. This is pretty light. Okay, we got this dark strip that comes down to right over his eye here. And then this comes down like this, kind of like a lazy S. And then there's another lazy S right here. And then they're sort of connected at the end. And it comes down towards his chin, like that. A little lighter in here. Dark underneath the eye here. Like that. Okay, up here, this is dark, and we've got a stripe like that, and then another stripe right here, and they kind of connect. Lots of dark in the eye. I think this snout got a little long. Let's shorten it. There we go. Little mouth. Kind of has these rows of dots. And then he's got some stripes that come down here. But mostly it's light. We've got like a reflected shadow that happens right here. It's not so bad. It's looking pretty good. This ear we can darken a little bit. stuff to erase. See if I can clean it up just a little bit. That is pretty funny. I kind of messed that up. This is really just a slant like that. Then it's just a matter of making things the right level of dark or light. This is when it can become handy if you have like an even darker pencil. You can come in and really make your, start to boost your contrast, make your darks even darker. Try to, give your kitty a little more dimension, a little more contrast. So you have some dark darks, and some lights, and then gray tones. Lots of grays that are in between that dark and that light. Hopefully you've got a nice piece going. I haven't really been checking to see any comments, so let's just... Nope, no comments. That's fine. We're doing great here. Let's make that a little easier for you to see. See, this is where I would probably make my background just a little bit lighter, or a little bit darker than the fur. Hopefully this will cover some of the stuff that makes it look messy. Or at least it'll, you know, distract away from some of those excess marks. You won't be able to see them quite so easy. All right. So you can see this, you know, I start off loose. I don't stress out when it's not working the way I want it to work. And I just, you know, keep working at it until I get it right or get it close to right. You know, this is all just practice. We're not trying to make this perfect, beautiful picture. Oh, hey, there's some. Hey, Ian! Wow, it's so good to see that you're watching, dude. I hope you're working along with me. Love you, buddy. Love you, and man, my whole Burning Man crew. I just wish that we were able to go this year, but of course, with the pandemic, everything is closed. So it's nice to see some of my Burning Man folks making their way out of the woodwork and still doing creative things. Well, I hope you and Millie are doing great, Ian. Thanks for watching, dude. Okay. Nice. We are coming down to the end here. We're not too far off. I just want to maybe tone down some of these lines in here so they're not quite so dark. You know, try to let the background define that edge a little more. I don't think it's working though. Okay. Maybe better to quit while I'm ahead. Let me look at the original. This just comes out a little further, I think. It's a little better. I can use Zora's eraser. Okay, that kind of comes in a little bit though. There we go. Well, I kind of like it. Not bad. I'll take it. All right. Let me say a proper goodbye. We're maybe just a couple minutes early, but I think we did a nice job on this piece. Let me turn it around here. There it is. Nice. Put that off to the side. Do a proper goodbye here. So, Zora unfortunately was not able to finish things with me. Hopefully she'll get down to hers after she gets over her tummy ache. But thank you so much for being a part of my day. I hope wherever you are, whenever you are, if you're not watching it live, that you've got a successful piece happening there. I hope you keep practicing I hope you keep making things, making the world a better place. I will be doing this again next Monday, so keep an eye out for that. I will post the event in the next few days, hopefully. And if you do have any images that you would like to recreate, send them my way. I'm always looking for images that are from friends that are, I don't have to worry about a copyright or anything like that. So send my way if you get a chance. Um, have yourself a wonderful week. I love you. See you next week. Bye.